That govern boxing here in the state of California. Simply put, winner of the round gets 10 points, loser a lesser number. 3 knockdown rule not in effect. There's no standing 8 count. Saved by the bell only in the last round. Referee or doctor can stop the fight, and if there's a headbutt, we'll go to the cards to decide it after the first round. Our action gets off in a big way. Alfred Ankamah goes against Oscar Checa, welterweights. Don't go away for long because these guys may end it in a hurry. We'll get it started in a moment. Fight night at the Pond in Anaheim. We've got a nice card on hand for you tonight. Tom Kelly along with Rich Marotta. Our opening bout tonight, Alfred Torpedo Ankamah against Oscar Checa. A couple of welterweights. We saw Ankamah a couple of 1-2 punches against a guy by the name of Castro, and that took care of Castro. Boom, boom. Good night, Mr. Castro, Rich.
That's all it took. Basically, that uppercut, it was all over. A second-round knockout for Ankamah in that one. That's the first fight I feel that he looked back to his old self, Tom, since coming back from his only loss to James Page.
All right, there's a look at the man that's going to be boxing him tonight. He's out of San Miguelito, Panama. His name is Oscar Checa, and Jimmy Lennon Jr. will tell us all about the fighters. Here's the man with the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the beautiful Arrowhead Pond here in Anaheim, California. As we have a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you by Forum Boxing Incorporated and the Arrowhead Pond, along with Budweiser, the undisputed king of beers. At this time, we present the officials appointed by the California State Athletic Commission. Our positions at ringside, the father-son fight doctor team of Dr. Robert and Dr. Adam Carnes, along with Dr. Michael DeLuca. Timekeeper at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, we have John Lichty. And introducing to you our referee in charge of this bout, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Larry Rosadia. All right, fans, here we go. This bout coming away is one of our featured attractions, scheduled 10 rounds of boxing, welterweights in the ring. Introducing to you first on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing red trunks and joining us all the way from San Miguelito, Panama. He weighed in at 150 1/2 pounds. His fine record stands at 12 wins, 2 losses, with 10 big wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome Oscar Dum Dum the Bullet Checa. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, this 10-round featured attraction, wearing blue trunks with gold trim, fighting out of Los Angeles by way of Accra, Ghana. He weighed in at a ready 145 1/2 pounds. His fine record includes 14 wins, only 1 defeat, with 13 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the captain of the 1988 Ghana Olympic team, introducing Alfred Torpedo Ankamah. Once again, it's Larry Rosadia, our referee in charge of this bout, scheduled 10 rounds of boxing.
Okay. You got my piece? Where? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, well then my commands a lot of times when I tell the breaker wants to stop punching and let go, no hitting in the break. Check hand.
All right, tail of the tape, Ankamah, the Torpedo, is 5'8". Checa, the Bullet, is 5'11 1/2. He is 5 pounds heavier than Ankamah. He's a year younger, and he has 2 inches advantage in the reach department. Both of these guys really don't have a reverse gear, according to our information, Rich Marotta, so we expect this could be a very, very busy fight for both of them, and maybe a quick one.
Well, possibly, Tom. Most of Ankamah's fights have been that way. They've gone out in 1 or 2 rounds. Nearly all of his bouts, he's won 13 of 14 by KO, and the only time he lost, he was taken out in 1 round by James Page. On the other hand, you have Oscar Checa, 10 KOs in his 12 victories, and he's making his U.S. debut tonight, Tom, so we have not seen him in action in person, but he's fought all over the world, Checa. Even though this is only his 15th fight, he has fought in Ireland, England, France, Belgium, and Panama, and now comes to the U.S.
I tell you, he's got a lot of airplane miles put on, doesn't he, huh?
Yes, he does. He opened up his career, actually. And this is from a guy who's a Panamanian, opened it up in Ireland and fought his first 2 fights in Ireland.
Yeah. He came in at 150 1/2 pounds, which caused one wag to opine he might be chubby Checa, but that is not. I'm sorry I said that. I really didn't know. I did not even mean to say it. No, I've got to give that to John Bay Rudy, the Boswell of boxing, our Boswell certainly, to whom we owe so much in the way of information about the various fighters. That's Ankamah in the blue and the gold trim. In the solid red with a black stripe down the side is Oscar Checa.
We saw that second-round knockout of Philly Castro by Ankamah. The fight before that, Tommy won a decision. It's the only time he's won a decision fight against Juan Carlos Barreto. That was back in November. And he did not look the same, but it's understandable because he was the victim of a really brutal knockout at the hands of James Page in one round at the Forum after just blowing through everybody that he had fought prior to that. And so I think, you know, coming back, he wasn't quite the same kid. He was a little tentative, a little wary of punching power, but that last fight against Philly Castro, I think, got his confidence back up.
As a result of all that, he is looking for his third win in a row since the loss to Page. As Jimmy Lennon indicated, he was the captain of the '88 Ghana Olympic team. And of course, a fellow Ghanaian is in the crowd tonight. And we hope to entice him to the microphone and camera. Azumah Nelson. I almost said venerable. The man is 38 years of age, won his 39th fight last Saturday night, and in doing so, recaptured or became the WBC Super Featherweight Champion.
That's right, the professor. He's an amazing story. He really is an amazing fighter, certainly headed for Boxing's Hall of Fame.
Quite, hopefully we hope to be able to get him on. Kind of a quiet first round here. I may have led you to believe these two guys were going to come rushing at each other across the ring. That might have been their pre-fight plan, but so far it has not materialized for either one of them. I don't know that anybody has really landed a solid blow in this opening 3 minutes, which has just a handful of seconds left. That's Checa on the left of your screen. With his back to you is the young man from Ghana, Torpedo Ankamah. And we go over to the corner with Ankamah and look on. Cindy Hubert is manager. Somalia and Shenig, or Sheng, are the people working in the corner.
Probably had the cornermen for each guy saying, look, that other guy's going to come out and try to knock you out in the first round, so be real careful.
Yeah. Very quiet first round for both of these guys.
We just don't normally see Ankamah in that kind of a round.
Across the way, we take a look at Oscar Checa, and things are kind of quiet over there. A little more dramatic as you watch Padilla and the others in his corner being a little more direct in their conversation to Oscar. Got a very fine record, 12-2 with 10 knockouts, 28 years of age.
But he is coming off a defeat, Checa. Tom, his last fight was February 23rd. He was stopped in 3 rounds in Panama to Aquilino Esprilla. That was his first fight in more than 2 years, however, because of the managerial problems that he was suffering. He just couldn't get into the ring, and finally has shed those problems, evidently, and is back in there and hoping he would do better tonight.
First time he's fought in the United States, as Rich told you, he's been everywhere. Basically in Britain and Ireland and in France and in Panama, but he's not fought in the United States, so Forum Boxing has him here for his debut in the United States, and of course, obviously, his first appearance at the Pond here in Anaheim. The Pond is going to be a very busy place come Friday night, 7th. Unbelievable.
And Tom, they've already sold 19,000 tickets for their closed circuit showing of De La Hoya and Chavez Friday.
John Nicoletti came by earlier and said that 19,000 seats are sold, and that they're moving as well into the convention center down here, and they figure to have 7,000 seats sold there.
Yeah, they think they might sell out there by tomorrow or the following day.
And of course, the Forum will be carrying that fight too as well on the closed circuit television.
Ankamah looks to me as though he's trying to pick it up now, Tom. He's doing most of his work with his left hand. Missed an uppercut, but he's beginning to get to Checa, and he's got Checa backing off now. He's just fighting almost a one-handed fight here in round number 2 with that left.
But Checa has been pretty elusive. Ricky hasn't caught him yet with it, I don't think. Checa bouncing around. Both men are just about, maybe a foot away from a real good fight.
Yeah, Checa moves pretty well, and he gives you a lot of upper body movement, too. He moves from the waist, which is a good thing to do defensively.
Round 2 of a scheduled 10-rounder. Listed as welterweights, although Checa came in at 150.5. And Ankamah came in under the welterweight limit at 145.5. Right hand to the body by Ankamah.
The book on Checa, Tom, is that he has no chin and no defense.
Yes.
But I think that sells him short defensively.
Yes, I think Ankamah would say somebody wrote the wrong information about him, because Ankamah hasn't landed a solid shot yet. Checa moving to and fro. Ankamah's defense, he steps back and tries to slip the punches. Throws a left hand, another left jab, and yet throws a right over the top of Checa's head. Round 2 with just a handful of seconds left in it. Neither man has really been hit. As a result, neither man has been hurt. 10 seconds remaining in round number 2. Scheduled for 10, round 3. The bell, the bell has rung a couple of times. Larry Rosadilla didn't hear it the first time, I guess. Fighters come out.
That second one got Jimmy Lennon right in the ear, that second bang of the bell over there.
Well,
he's stunned. He could use a mandatory 8 count.
Well, give him an 8 count. Give Jimmy Lennon a sitting 8 count, and we'll get on with this one here. We're in round number 3, scheduled for 10. Ankamah's in the purple, trimmed in gold, or the dark blue in the red. Oscar Checa from Panama. Left jab thrown out by Ankamah.
Well, that's been the best weapon so far in this fight, Tom. Ankamah is showing a pretty good left jab in this fight. In the other fights, he's just gone out there and he's really thrown caution to the winds and he's blown away his opponent. Tonight, he's really establishing a jab. It looks pretty good, too.
I would like to see it become a little more effective by throwing a right hand behind it, Rich.
He's not doing that. No, he's fighting a one-handed fight.
Yeah, just sticking the jab out, pawing at it. Occasionally, Checa will allow him to be hit with it. There's some nice head movement and body movement by Checa, and Ankamah returns the favor with a little crouch and a bob and weave to slip a couple of punches. Round number 3. The sweet science is a lot easier sitting here than it is up in that ring. Don't misunderstand me. But these guys are about a foot away from a pretty good fight.
Ankamah almost has the look of a guy, Tom, who's hurt his hand. Well, there he throws it with some conviction. That's the first time. That right hand. I was beginning to wonder there because he was throwing nothing but the left.
Little left-right combination. Butt to the body. Thrown by Ankamah. Ankamah is tough to hit. Checa has him, throws an overhand right that grazes him. Round number 3, and it's scheduled for 10. Checa is 5'11.5. In at 5'8", 3 inches shorter is Ankamah. Two men are really very cautious with one another. And maybe that's as it should be. Right hand to the body. Checa's knocked out 10 of 12 guys, and Ankamah's knocked out 13 of 14. So, indeed, one would assume they'd be a bit wary of the other, and the ability each has to put the guy away. Ankamah probably doing more of it, trying to win a round, and Checa backs Checa into the ropes, and Checa fights quite well with his back to the ropes and bounces down the far side. Oh, left hand by Ankamah, and Checa is in big trouble. The chin we spoke of earlier, he gets back up, takes the count, but he got nailed with that left hand.
It was a clean left, Tom. Nice little left hook, but...
And Ankamah lands a couple after the bell, and Checa says or looks at him. Pretty good left hand there, Rich.
Yeah, and Checa trying to recover from it, was sitting calmly in his corner, but that was a strong punch. Tom, that round, he fought almost completely one-handed, Ankamah. I still have I'm wondering if his right hand is okay. He throws it every now and then, but really, there's that left. He may only need one hand.
Could be, and Checa is kind of as advertised, a man with a suspect chin. Larry Rosadilla turns him around. Checa is more than a little bit upset, and, well, he should be, having been decked by two left hands and not doing much in return against Alfred Torpedo Ankamah. Checa's got to show a little more defense than he has shown and a little more willingness to mix it up. If indeed his record of 10 knockouts out of 12 wins is a creditable one.
Well, Tom, his whole reputation is that as an explosive hitter, a big banger, and we haven't seen him launch that kind of an attack.
No. And, of course, the appellation goes with it. He's got a bad set of whiskers, and Ankamah's hit him twice with left hands and put him down. Once in this round, which is the fourth, once in the third. Checa trying to put up a spirited attack of his own, and they fall into a clinch, roll up against the ropes, and Rosadia comes between them. Oscar Checa in red has been dropped twice. Left hands by the Torpedo Ankamah. Working a pretty good uppercut over there to the satisfaction of his fans.
Boy, Checa is just not in this fight right now. He's going to need just a total desperation punch, a Sunday shot, to change this momentum, Tom. He's taking quite a beating here, and I don't know if he's got that kind of power left in him. I think he came into the ring maybe with it, but boy, he's lost a lot of steam.
The punches he throws, Rich, are kind of pushed more than thrown. Not much of a snap or authority to him. Working with a couple of uppercuts in close there, and Ankamah banging away with the right hand, throws an uppercut of his own. Rosadia very close, and Checa went down this time and is going to stay down. Ankamah hit him with a solid left hand again, and this one dropped him. And the doctor is in the ring, Dr. Carnes, and Rosadia has stopped it. So down 3 times, twice here in round number 4, and that is all she wrote for Oscar Checa, as Alfred Torpedo Ankamah continues to impress after a relatively slow start. Why, he really warmed up to the task and landed a solid left hand in round number 3, and 2 more here in round number 4, both of which dropped Checa. And, of course, eventually it called the fight to a halt.
All right, let's take a look at the first knockdown in this round. Second knockdown of the fight. You see a clean left hook, and down he goes again. His legs just betrayed him on that one. He did not appear too groggy, but his legs were taken away. Ankamah doing good work with the uppercut here. Rosadia was already thinking about stopping the fight. There's the left hook again, and he was out. I mean, KO right there. Look at him hit the deck face first. When they go down like that, Tom, they're not getting up, you can be sure. He went down face first, hit the canvas, and that was it. Lights out.
He did indeed try to take a swan dive right into the canvas. Jimmy Lennon Jr. will have the official call in just a moment. As we look at Checa, he appears to be all right. Ankamah, of course, the winner. He's now 15-1. We'll be back in a moment. All right, down twice in round number 4 after down once in round number 3. That was all she wrote for Oscar Checa. Alfred Ankamah wins it. Jimmy Lennon Jr.'s got the official call for the win in the 4th. Jimmy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 4 seconds in round number 4. Our referee in charge, Larry Rosadia, stops the contest. The winner by way of knockout, the hard-hitting Alfred Torpedo Ankamah.
So indeed, the Torpedo is more than a match for Doom the Bullet Oscar Checa. His record 15-1, of those 14 by way of knockout. This 29-year-old welterweight from Ghana, in magnificent condition, threw left hands with devastating effect. Fernando Paramo is in the ring with Alfred Ankamah. And let's go up and find out what he thought about the fight. Fernando, if you will, please.
Alfred, this was pretty much of a chance game at the beginning. It was more strategy than real fighting at that point.
Oh, yeah. You see, this guy, I know this guy have a lot of, what do you call it, knockouts. And he can fight, he can punch. So I changed my strategy that I'm going to, box him first, second, third, then I'll try to fire back.
Okay, tell us what is going on. We're going to take a look at the knockdown, and you tell us, call the action. Tell us what is happening.
Okay, I saw him that he got a cut on his, what do you call it, right eye. So when I punch him, he want to dodge. So I hook him to the right and come back with the left hook. Like I'm going to finish him with the uppercut by a dodge.
You weren't using your right hand too much. You were working mostly with your left. Was that because of the strategy?
Oh, yeah, because of the strategy. You see, any boxer, we have boxer and fighter. Fighter use both, and boxer use maybe left hand. My strategy is that I'm going to use left hand up to round third. Then fourth round, I'll start using both.
One of the biggest improvements that we've seen is your movement. You're a much better boxer now. Have you been working on that?
Yeah, I'm working a lot. Since my defeat, I learned that I don't have to come and blast everybody out. You see, I have to come in and fight them. If the opportunity comes, then the person has to go.
Well, once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, back to ringside.
Then let me thank...
All right, fine. Thank you, Fernando. Alfred Ankamah with another victory. 15-1, 14 knockouts. Very effective the way he dispatched Oscar Checa. The champ will be with us next. We'll be back right after this. We are joined here at ringside. I'm Tom Kelly along with Rich Murata by the champion from Ghana, Azumah Nelson, the super featherweight WBC champion of the world, who defies everything, age and opponents. At 38, he dispatched Jesse James Leija Saturday night with a magnificent display. And Rich, he hit him with a right hand in the first round. You were watching it.
Right. Azumah, was that the best punch you ever threw? That was unbelievable, that right hand.
You know, that I don't used to throw that around often, you know, once in a while, because it's very terrible right.
It's a very terrible right. I'm sure Leija would agree.
When the opponent is trying to be prove tough, like when I fought this guy in how do you call it?
Ruelas?
No, when I fought Ruelas, yeah, the first round.
Yes.
Yeah, the same happened to him. I fought this guy in what do you call this?
Jeff Fennick?
Jeff Fennick.
Jeff Fennick, yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And the same round to this guy to.
It's understandable that you don't remember all the names because they all look the same to you. They're all lying down eventually.
Yeah, you see, I don't know why. I forgot all the names.
What is the secret? 38 years of age, you are in magnificent shape, obviously. You train diligently, very hard.
I train very hard, and I take training serious, and I eat good right food, and I mean, I'm a spokesman. I know what I have to do. I take good care of myself.
People have given you away time and time again, and at 38, you continue to be one of the greatest fighters in the world. Rich?
And the thing that gets me, Azumah, and I wonder if you could tell us why, Azumah Nelson, whenever he fights a rematch with somebody, it's if the guy gave him trouble the first time, it's a totally different story the second time. Fennick, Ruelas, Leija, it's always, you are the master of the rematch. What do you do to make the rematch always go in your direction?
You see, that's why people call me professor. You know, and I call myself because
The professor it is. Are you signed to fight Gabe Ruelas again? Is that in the offing for you? What is it? What's next, champ?
Well, I don't know what is next at the moment. I've left everything. I've left everything to my promoters now.
So we'll wait and see who they come up with. One quick thought. How about Alfred Ankamah? Looked very impressive tonight, didn't he?
Well, I'm telling you, Ankamah is a very strong guy, very intelligent boxer, but he got a lot of mistakes that he have to correct.
Has to correct.
So he came to Ghana, and I mean, he came to Ghana. He was training my gym, and I'm taking good care of him. And
Well, listen, he's just a youngster. He's only 29. He's got all those good years ahead of him.
That's right. So all the people that is going to fight this down, they should be careful, because that guy there is a killer.
What a pleasure to see you. Congratulations on not only the win Saturday, but a truly brilliant career. We wish you the very best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Azumah.
I appreciate it.
Azumah Nelson, the super featherweight WBC champion of the world.